are good. We are here for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter decimals. And the lessons we're going to cover today are convert decimals to mixed numbers, what decimal number is illustrated, word names of decimal numbers, and decimal number lines. So let's just start with the lesson. Here I'm on grade 6 math. The chapter we are on right now is decimals. We're going to start with the lesson convert decimals to mixed numbers. Let's just start with the lesson. Okay, how do you write 0.1 as fraction? So you are given a decimal, right? You have to convert from decimal to fraction. How do we convert 0.1? After the decimal, you have only one digit, right? That means you need to add 1 0 in the denominator. That is 1 over 10. You need to count the number of digits after the decimal point, and then you have to add the 0 in the decimals, right? So that would be 1 over 10. Let's just start with the practice test questions. You can have a look on the tutorial one by yourself later today because they are already solved, right? So let's just start with the practice test questions. How do you write 0.5 as a fraction? So you need to write 0.5 as a fraction. So you have to do the same thing. You have one digit after the decimal point, right? That means you need to add 1 and only 1 0 in the decimal, right? So now you can convert them into the smallest, like in the simplest form. You have to divide them by the greatest common number, sorry. 5 divided by 5 is 1 and 10 divided by 5 is 2. So the correct option is 1 by 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. So the correct option is 1 by 2. The correct option is 1 by 2. The next one is how do you write 0.2 as a fraction? So that is, yes, again 2 by 10 because you have only one digit. So that is 2 divided by 10. Divide them by the greatest common number, that is 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1 and 10 divided by 2 is 5. The correct option is 1 by 5. The correct option is 1 by 5. How do you write 0.25 as a fraction? So you have two digits after the decimal point, right? That means you need to write two zeros in the denominator. You have to write the one for the decimal point and two zeros for the two digits after. That is 25 divided by 100. Now you have to divide them by the greatest number that can divide both numerator and denominator. So that would be 25. 1 by 4 it is. The correct option is 1 over 4. Option number 3 is the correct option. That is 1 over 4. Very good. How do you write 0.1 as a fraction? So which is the correct option? That is 1 by 10. Option number 3 is the correct option. Very good. How do you write 0.5 as a fraction? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 5 by 10. And when you divide them by the greatest common number, that would be, yes, 1 by 2 is the correct option. Got it? How do you write 0.25 as a fraction? So which is the correct option? One by 4 it is, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is What decimal number is illustrated? What decimal is illustrated? So basically, you have to understand this chart. One complete box have 100 small boxes, right? You have to see how many of them are colored. One line represent 10, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 1, 2, 3. That means out of 100, 63 of them are colored. In the fractional form, you can write like this: 60 out of 100 are colored. And in the decimal form, you can, because you have two zeros, so you need to move decimal point two places left. That would be 0.63. Got it? The correct option is 0.63. Let's just start with the practice questions. What decimal number is illustrated? Which is the correct option? One line represent 10, right? This is 10. You have one, only 7 of them are colored. Yes, that would be 7 over 100, right? So you need to move decimal point two places left, so that would be 0.07. Very good. The correct option is option number 1. That is 0.07 is the correct option. What decimal number is illustrated? So is the correct option. That is 82 of them. Out of 100, 82 of them are colored. Boxes are colored. So which is the correct option? The correct option is 0.82. Option number 3 is the correct option. What decimal number is illustrated? Yes, that is 0.6. Option number 2 is the correct option. What decimal number is illustrated? Which is the correct option? Option number, yes, 2 is the correct option. 0.51 is the correct option. What decimal number is illustrated? Which is the correct option? The correct option is 0.87. Option number 1 is the correct option. What decimal number is illustrated? Which is the correct option? That is 0.1. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is put decimal numbers in order. I think the lesson is move to the new lesson. Yes, you have to refer to the textbook. Word names for decimal numbers. Let's just start with the Next lesson. Word names for decimal numbers. How do you write 0.8 in words, right? So 800ths, 8,000ths, 8 tenths, which is the correct option. If you look at the place value chart, you can write 0.8 like this, right? So how do we read? 8 is at the 10th position. So you can read it as 0.8. You can read it as 8 tenth because 8 is at the 10th position, right? So you can read it as 8 tenth. The correct option is 8 tenth. 8 tenth is the correct option. Let's just start with the test questions. How do you write 0.8 in words? That's the one we just did. So which is the correct option? That is 8 tenths. Got it? Because 8 is at the 10th position. So that is 8 tenth. Option number 4 is the correct option. Write 400ths as a decimal number. So how do we write 400th? Basically, the word hundredth tell you the position of 4. That means 4 must be at the 100th position. So if we make the place value chart, here is 0, here is 0. You are just given 400th. So it would be 0.04. The correct option is 0.04. Option number 1 is the correct option. That's option number 1, that is 0.04. Right, 1/10. Write 1/10 as a decimal. Yes, 1 is at the 10th position. That would be 0.1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write 5900th as a decimal number. So which is the correct option? The correct option is option 1. It is 0.59 is the correct option. 63 hundredth. Yes, that is 0.63. Option number 1 is the correct option. How do you write 0.32 in words? The correct option is 32 hundredths. Option number 3 is the correct option. Write 4 tenths as a decimal number. So which is the correct option? That is 0.4, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. How to write 0.4 in words? Tenths. Option number decimal line. They are the integers, right? Between them, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, 0 0.4, 0 0.5, 0 0.6, 0 0.7, 0 0.8, 0 0.9, and then you have 1, right? This is actually the number line between all two values. If it is between 1 and 2, that would be 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 until 2. Got it? So this is how we represent the decimals on the number line. So let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, what is the value of u? So u is, sorry, 1, 2, 3. U is at the third position from 0. That means that represents 0 0.3. Got it? The correct option is 0 0.3. Let's just start with the test questions. Find the value of x. Write your answer as decimal number. So what is the value of x? That is 0 0.2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Find the value of u, which is the correct option. Yes, that is 0 0.1. Find the value of u, which is the correct option. The correct option is 0 0.9. Option number 1 is the correct option. The correct option is 0.8. Option number 1 is the correct option. Find the value of u, which is the correct option. That is 0.3. Option number 2 is the correct option. The number line goes from 0 to 1 with 10 equal intervals. Each interval represents 0.1. Count the intervals to 0 to u. That is already given. 0.3 it is, right? The correct option is 0.3. Find the value of t, which is the correct option. That is 0.2. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 6 math. The chapter we were working on is decimals. The lessons we have covered today are they are convert decimals to mixed numbers, what decimal number is illustrated, word names for decimal numbers, and the one we just finished is decimal number lines. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that will be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. So that's all for today. If you have any questions related to the lessons we have finished, you can please ask if you have any. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.